From Braamfontein, EFF's headquarters there, Abongile Dumako joins us right from there. Abongile, clearly the sentiment there from the leader Julius Malema is, of course, that they will turn the State of the Nation address into a question and answer session about Bosasa and its dealings with government and even President Cyril Ramaphosa. It's not the first time, however, that a SONA has been threatened, but this one, again, seems pertinent.
Certainly. Good afternoon, Arabile Kumete. Well, the leader of the EFF, Julius Malema, going on to say, they'll make it a point that President Cyril Ramaphosa's SONA is actually turned to a question and answer session, as you have alluded, looking at the fact that there's these Bosasa dealings that continue to pop up during, Angelo Agrizi's evidence at the State Commission, away in Parktown in Johannesburg. But the EFF leader, Julius Malema, joins me now. Mr. Malema, good afternoon, and thank you so much for your time. A lot of explosives we see coming out from this commission. We've seen quite a lot of top officials from the ANC being mentioned. It's quite quite a surprising move that we see developing there. What's EFF reaction on what we've seen thus far?
Well, we were not surprised, because in South Africa, once you hear the word corruption, you must know that the ANC is going to be linked with that corruption, because they are the custodian of corruption in South Africa. It's effectively African national corruption. It is now existing for corrupt activities, and we're not shocked. Actually, we expect more to come, which implicate the party directly. Their programs were funded by illegal money. Their leadership contest in regions, in provinces, were financed by illegal money. So the road goes deeper and deeper, and it is for the South Africans to choose what type of government they want.
Now let's take a look at the evidence that has thus far been brought by Angelo Agrizi. You expressed a concern about his safety.
Well, the many people who were mentioned there, some of them were leaders in a camp of Mkhonto Wesizwe called Quattro. That's where the so-called sellouts were sent to a firing squad. They've got a history of killing people. And therefore, because of those explosives that Agrizi is unleashing at the State Capture Commission, we suspect that they will kill him. I had actually given a bet that in the next 2 weeks or so, they will get rid of him. And therefore, it is going to be very important that we protect him, not because he's innocent, but because he's sharing with us the most important information that we need as a country, especially this year when we're going to the polls. We need to make an educated, well-informed vote come the day of elections.
Now, President Cyril Ramaphosa, you've given him a couple of days to actually make it a point that he calls a press conference where he will sort of outline these issues surrounding Bosasa. If that does not happen, you're talking about disrupting the SONA.
Well, President Ramaphosa must take the country into confidence through a press conference, bring all the necessary evidence which will demonstrate that, one, President Ramaphosa did not lie to Parliament, but two, that President Ramaphosa is not complicit in the committing of these crimes against poor people. That will then lead to a direct confrontation with him in Parliament, because days are gone where people take the platform in Parliament and lie. He lied, and therefore he needs to tell us why he lied and prove to us that he did not lie if he says he did not lie. President Zuma was treated the way he was treated in Parliament because he was a constitutional delinquent. He didn't have respect for the Constitution. By lying to Parliament, by lying under oath, it means you've got no regard for the Constitution.
And now let's talk the DA with what we've noticed developing in Tshwane. Looking at the fact that Solly Msimanga has since vacated his position as mayor there, saying that he wants to focus on his campaign as the premier. Any surprise there?
Well, it's a lie. I mean, you can be a premier candidate, be a mayor, and be anything, and be a husband at the same time. Tomorrow we're going to hear people saying, I'm divorcing because I want to focus on being a president. Those types of frivolous reasoning should not be accepted. It's a lie. We must be told the truth. If there is a problem with Soli's capacity to lead a municipality, why does the DA insist on him being a premier candidate? Who is going to choose a premier candidate who cannot handle two institutions at the same time? A leader must be dynamic. A leader must be all-rounder. He must have the capacity to multitask. Now, the inability to multitask makes you no leader at all. And therefore, solely by saying to you, South Africa, and Gauteng in particular, I cannot multitask, I can't be a mayor and a premier candidate.
We are seemingly struggling with
let him tell us the real reason why.
Let's try to continue to see if we could get that perhaps a little bit later on. Of course, there, my colleague Abongile Dumako speaking there to EFF leader Julius Malema regarding, of course, that state capture inquiry where Angelo Agrizzi, the former Bosasa COO, is testifying and sharing a whole lot of scandals and thoughts and perhaps deals between ANC members and as well as some other officials within Bosasa as a company as well.